guys, welcome to Cigar Church, where our love for Jesus and our passion for cigars come together. Man, I got it on the first time that time. That's our inside joke. Last week it took only 2 times. I'm getting better. We're here once again with Mr. Barger. Barger.
He'll get it someday.
Dude, I can't even pronounce my own name.
That's fine. It's fine.
That's all right. So,
my mom calls me my brother's name, so it's fine.
I call my sons my dog's name before I get to their names.
Go.
So we got a really special episode today. We are looking back over 2025 and looking at the top 5 cigars that we smoked. Now, we're still, if you don't know, we record a lot of episodes in the same day. We're still smoking the same stuff we had in the last episode. Big Sky, a few other things here. So Tabernacle.
If you just did a podcast like him, they would never know that.
They would never know. We could just fly under the radar and have 6 million viewers.
Amazing cigar right now.
And
in my underwear.
But yeah, this is a special one because here's the deal.
Give all our secrets away.
We're not wearing pants under the table. Y'all don't know that. But no, this is the top 5 cigars we smoked in 2025, not the top 5 cigars released in 2025. Let's be very clear about that. A couple of mine I know were released in 2025, but that doesn't mean that those were my top cigars. So, anyways.
So, if you'll go back on Sip Suds and Smokes, which is the podcast I'm on.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Go check out our best of 2025, where the 4 of us at our table went over our top 5, and I'm going to share my top 5 with you guys today as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And so today's just kind of a casual one, and we're just going to talk about some really good cigars that we smoked. Yeah. So, you want to start off? Give us one of your top 5.
I'll give you one of my top 5, and this is one of the ones that when I met the guy, saw the branding, I was like, this dude is awesome. And the branding is not my cup of tea. But once you get to know him, it makes sense.
Yeah.
The branding makes sense. And it's an Imami. Shout out to Armin. We did a full episode. You can check that out. Sip Suds and Smokes. Shameless plug again.
Yep. Hey, we're going to start counting them. We're going to keep a counter in the bottom corner.
That's right. That's right. Put the ticker on there. That's right. So his Kimono series is his LE product. And I had the Connecticut broadleaf Kimono Churchill.
Yeah.
My God. I don't know where his factory is or where he's buying his cigars from, but I think 2 other people in our podcast picked one of his different cigars from his lineup that we did, and he's just dialed in.
Yeah.
And like, you would think that a new brand has some misses in their portfolio. Every cigar that I've smoked from this dude's been a hitter. And it's like so much that now I'm into the branding now.
Cool.
I'm into it.
Yeah. Well, and let's talk about branding for just 2 seconds, because that's not what we're talking about today. But branding is so important on the shelf. Guys like Christoph that had terrible branding and have changed it. Christoph's flying off our shelf right now because of that new branding. But then you got other stuff like Rebellion, who's got all this pink branding and all that, and it's just sitting on the shelf.
They're supposed to be rebranded.
And they're decent cigars.
I thought they just rebranded, didn't they?
Well,
or they're in the process.
Okay, maybe they are.
I spoke to them at PCA, and I think that they're rebranding.
But yeah, branding's important, but don't pass on a stick because the branding sucks.
Unless it's a Gurkha.
Unless it's a Gurkha. Yeah. Well, their branding actually is kind of cool.
I know. Their
cigars suck. And so, but yeah, just, when I first started smoking cigars, I'd walk in a humidor and was so overwhelmed. I was looking for what stood out to me to grab. And that's the worst way to pick a cigar sometimes.
So have you guys seen the new Crown Heads bands? So Crown Heads from Nashville, shout out John Hubert.
Yeah, I love Crown Heads.
Like, they just rebranded, and all of their stuff is cohesive now. All their branding is cohesive.
Nice.
And it started with their Broadway.
Oh, yeah.
So that branding, that big, nice foil label on their is what they're carrying over, and they're just moving the color scheme to on their, and then, man, their new branding is fantastic.
Cool. Very cool. Dan, what was your number 1? Or not number 1, but one. I mean, just one of the ones.
Just one of the ones. I'm going to go to the top of the list for me this year. is probably the unicorn that I got to smoke this year. I've never had one before.
Yeah. Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust.
I believe that was a 2017.
Oh yeah, the one that. So we had a beautiful opportunity when we opened this lounge. One of our good friends that's been on the show a couple times, Dwayne Poor, brought some first run unicorns.
Yeah.
Nice age on them, and as soon as we were finished with this room, we sat right here at this table and smoked those unicorns.
Nice.
Yeah,
and that was
cool.
a fantastic experience.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those that'll drop a $100 bill on a cigar, very often, mainly
without getting chewed out by your wife.
Well, yeah, there's that. But you just can't afford to, smoke such high caliber. But it was definitely a highlight. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Which to me brings up a really important point. Sometimes your favorite cigar isn't about the cigar. It's about the experience with the cigar.
That is true.
And you do want that still to be a good quality,
wow.
Cigar, but it's the experience. We've talked about that before on episodes, and you can start that counter because I've said that 3 times now on the other side.
There you go.
The experience is what makes the cigar. A lot of times, the location you smoke it. One of the ones on my list I'll talk about here in a second. The reason it is on my list every year is because the first one I experienced and where I experienced it, and every time I smoke it, it takes me back to that spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what is it?
It's I'll jump into it. It's the Avo Cinco Caribe, and I smoked it at the Avo Lounge in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Sitting out on the patio with the waves of the Atlantic side on Puerto Rico there, splashing and getting peppered by the spray of the ocean, smoking a Cinco Caribe. It was the most.
Smoke them every year?
That was in 2018 when I had my first one, and I buy it by the box now. And I've probably smoked 100 of them this year, and it's in my rotation almost daily.
That's
almost
awesome.
daily. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, really good cigar. Steve?
I don't got a list. I don't got a top 5 in any kind of order, but the first one I'll probably list is the Rocky Patel 30th.
Oh yeah, the one we got from Lynn. Yeah, on that episode.
Is that
was a
the
delicious
black
one. With kind of a teal or
Teal.
Yeah.
It's black background with kind of that almost the same color, that Tiffany blue almost.
Yeah.
Smoked it on air.
Yeah, that was a really good cigar.
It
was just deep and chocolatey and creamy and
What's
really,
so
really
funny
good.
is talking about Rocky Patel. When I first started smoking cigars, Perdomo and Rocky Patel were what I would go to because that's what I could afford.
Right.
You hit that $5 to $7, $8 range,
which is unheard of now.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Yeah.
But I could go in, $20, come out with 4 or 5 cigars, and smoke for the week on them.
Right.
But Rocky Patel was actually also on my list
Which one?
with their Year of the Snake.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if you guys have had them. They're a very limited run.
Right.
But they give us one at PCA.
Yeah.
I wanted to not like that cigar. I really did.
Yeah.
But man, that was a good cigar.
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to smoke one. Shout out to Elvis at Burn Lounge up here. Great friend of our lounge. Great friend of the show.
You been over there?
I have.
Yeah. Say hi to
We
Elvis
went there
when you
after
go in there.
Oklahoma.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Great guys over there. But that is a phenomenal cigar.
Yeah.
That is a phenomenal
That is
cigar.
a great cigar.
All right, so that's 2.
Yeah.
For Michael.
Yeah.
So I think my second, I'm going to go with an old favorite we talked about on the show before. That's Rodriguez Series 84.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Rodriguez Cigars, Key West, man. Shout
I
out.
absolutely love those cigars. I don't get them as much because we have to order them. Can't find them. Hopefully that'll change soon. But that's a fantastic stick, fantastic company. That's one that Steve and I know you've done it before. We toured the factory, got to roll our own cigars there. It's just a great smoke.
Yeah, we had the privilege of doing that during COVID, December of 2020. My wife and I.
How'd you smoke with the mask?
Well, and the video, I'll show you the video. We're actually sitting at the rolling table with masks on because they required us, but we're the only people in there. It was my wife and I and one of the guys from the Rodriguez family.
Okay.
And so it was a whole tour that was supposed to have 20 people on it, but it was just the 2 of us because it was COVID.
Wow.
And it was amazing. It was a wonderful experience. If you're in Key West, go down there, man.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful time and great cigars. So that's awesome. Steve, give us another one.
Well, I like EP/Casa Carrillo.
Yeah, talk about rebranding a second ago.
Carrillo.
They rebranding to Casa. Yeah.
Probably the Ondor, the Cameroon.
Oh yeah, the Endure. Yeah, that sucker's.
Endure,
Yeah. Yeah, that sucker's a great one,
Before
man.
that, I like that Encore Black too. That was,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was kind of the year before, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, Casa Criollo, man. That
Ernesto's a great dude, man. He knows what he's doing, man.
Yeah.
We got to meet Ernesto at Smokelahoma this past year. And,
I actually got a picture of me and my son with him.
Cool.
Yeah, that
Very
was
cool.
awesome.
That's
Huge
awesome.
for my son.
Yeah, that's neat. That's neat. I'm gonna have to throw out there one that some of you probably haven't heard of. Definition Cigars, out of Dallas. Amazing cigar company, just doing some really cool stuff. They've got a Maduro Lancero called the Walking Stick. It's got a little black band on it, and most of their cigars have almost a crocheted band.
Is that the one you gave me in my bag?
Yeah. Smoke that thing, dude. That is, I can't get enough of that cigar.
Can you get those here?
We've got them at 2nd Street Cigar Lounge in Edmond, not here at Cigar Church, but hopefully we'll be having them in here pretty soon. But those guys are amazing. They've done a couple events for us up at 2nd Street, and I mean, some of the top-notch boutique cigar, better than a lot of the other boutique cigar companies out there.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you can find Definition, jump on that.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'll have to stop out there and check them out.
Yeah.
What about you, Cliff? What would be your second? Oh, you just.
That was.
He just
that
said it.
was.
What was yours?
Some people don't pay
Never
attention.
mind.
He's over napping.
I just
He fell asleep. He fell asleep.
I just
Welcome
joined
to the
us.
show.
Before we start filming, we were talking about how tired every one of us are.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll give you a pass on that one.
But it's
That's
funny
good.
you brought up a Cameroon because I had a Cameroon.
Which one?
I had the AJ Fernandez. Their Cameroon.
AJ, man, that guy,
That
he knocks it out
cigar.
of the park.
If you have not smoked the AJ Fernandez Cameroon, go get him.
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I got on a real big AJ kick a few years ago when he did that collaboration with H. Upman, and it's still a really good cigar. I haven't smoked it in a long time.
H. Upman
I
puts out
kind
some
of
good
got,
stuff too.
I kind of got burnt out on that one. But my very first cigar was an H. Upman Sun-Grown.
Okay.
They don't. I can't find them anymore. I don't think they're making them
I don't
anymore.
think they make them anymore either.
But I miss that cigar.
Yeah.
But AJ, man, he knows.
Do you
what
have
he's
their
doing.
bankers?
Oh yeah.
Solid
Yeah.
cigars too. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Dan, what's your 3?
I think my number 3 is also on my top 5 of all time. Is the Elf D Andalusian Bull. I still have a few in my humidor. They're hard to get. You can find them, but they don't pop up all the time. I smoked one this year, and I just love that cigar.
Does that have the chisel foot?
Yeah, it's got a Figueroa style.
Yeah.
With the chisel foot on it. Yeah.
They're known
It's
for
a
that
weird
chisel
shape.
foot.
I mean, I think that's the only cigar I know of that has that exact Vitola.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a beautiful cigar.
Yeah.
I'm not as hip on it as you are.
No,
But that's in your
like my number 3
Not
of all
just
time.
I was about to say not just your 2025,
Yeah,
but your
that's
number
in
3 of
my
all
number
time.
3 of all
Cool.
time, yeah.
Very cool. Steve, you're up.
I'll go the West Tampa Circle of Life.
Dude, yeah, that's a great cigar.
That's a good cigar. That is a good cigar.
And not trying to throw anybody else under the bus, but if you're a big Liga Privada number 9 fan, and you're looking for something that's cheaper, because that's got to be a pretty expensive stick.
Sure,
I mean, $20, $22 depending on which Vitola you get. That Circle of Life is a great substitute, in my opinion. That is about $5 cheaper, and so. But yeah, that's a delicious cigar. My number, and like you said earlier, I don't know if this is in order, but one of my top 5s that I had this year, and I'm going to give a shout out to Laramie over at ZT Cigars.
What's up, Laramie?
Laramie said it was his absolute favorite cigar of all time, best cigar he's ever smoked his entire
Of that
life.
day, probably.
And I've heard him say that about 15 times about other cigars. But I heard through the grapevine, Laramie, that you said this is the greatest cigar you have ever smoked, the Viaje 1 of 1. And so I picked up a couple of them. And here's the deal. I'm not going to say it's the best cigar I ever smoked. It's a good cigar. You'll probably not be able to find one because they were such a limited production run. If you find one, get one, because it is the most unique cigar I've smoked in the sense that on the light, I just about threw it out.
Wow.
It was a $30 cigar, and I was thinking about going, nope, this cigar sucks. I'm putting it out.
Wow.
The first 1/4 inch is the most bland cigar I've ever had in my life. but it is the most, when you smoke all the way through it, is the most complex cigar I've ever smoked in my life. As you keep smoking it, it just gets delicious and more delicious, and it changes 2 or 3 times.
Wow.
And I mean, it was a cool cigar.
I wonder what that's going to do with some more age
Very
on it.
delicious. And of course, Viaje's not telling you anything about the blend or what they did with it. It burned perfectly. Clyde was smoking one at the same time. It had a little bit of a plug. But I mean, it was such an amazing cigar. It was definitely worth it. So if you got a chance to get one, grab one of those. Not the best cigar I've ever smoked, but it was a fine cigar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, if we're going to keep going on the list here, Crown Heads, they're, shout out John, their Mil Diaz LE 2025, the Maduro
Yep.
was on my list.
Yep.
That cigar, I've not met a Crown Heads I didn't like.
Yep.
They are my go-to cigar.
Yep.
Anything from them. If I walk into your humidor and I can't decide what I want to smoke, and if you've got Crown Heads, I will pick up a Crown Head.
Let me tell you a secret. There's some 2022 and 2023 Mil Diaz sitting on the shelf at 2nd Street right now. You need to swing in there before you leave town.
You're trying to make me not spend money at your
I'm trying to
store.
get you to spend money. Spend money here, but then go up there and spend some
you're
money
going to
too.
spend all my money.
Yeah. We pulled some old school boxes out of Crown Heads not too long ago, and they're going fast. So
That's awesome.
you need to get up there. Got some 4 kicks as well, and
There you go.
Yeah, really good stuff.
There you go.
Dan, give us your 4.
So my number 4, I'm going to go with one that I really like, a brand that I actually really enjoy, is the Black Label Rorschach.
Oh yeah.
I like pretty much anything Black Label.
Do you have their Intergalactic?
Yes. That first year of the Intergalactic
I just
was
smoked it
so
last
good.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good one.
But that Rorschach, there's the Maduro, and then I think Connecticut's the other one.
Yeah, it's always the Maduro
the
for
Maduro,
me.
yeah.
I prefer the stronger smokes.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
that is a
fantastic
delicious
cigar.
cigar.
Yeah.
Can't say I've had that one yet.
It's good.
Yeah, I need to check that one out. That's and shout out to Black Label, Black Works, and what's the other one with them? I'm drawing a blank.
Dissident?
Emilio and Dissonant, all that. Yeah.
I don't think. I think one of the brands left, didn't they?
Oh, that's right.
Dissident.
I think
maybe.
Dissident stepped away. Yeah.
Stepped away.
Yeah.
So
Very good. Steve, what do you got, buddy? Number 4.
This one I'm gonna go a little something budget friendly. If you want something, you can smoke it pretty much every day if you want
Yep.
to. That Hoya Silver.
Oh yeah, dude! Don't sleep on that Hoya Silver from Drew Estates. That is one. I mean, that is a great cigar.
And very affordable.
Yeah, very affordable, under $10. Yeah, that's a wonderful cigar. And I'm gonna stick with the budget then. If you're gonna go that route, I'm gonna stick with it. JFR Aganorsa-Leaf JFR 20-year anniversary that came out.
I was going back and forth.
Oh, you got that on there too?
Yeah.
Rumor mill says that when Foundation left Aganorsa and went to my father's, that and I haven't verified this yet. That 20-year JFR anniversary is the old Foundation Wiseman.
Okay.
Which we've got a box of the old Foundation Wiseman right over there for sale. If you'd like to buy one of those. Not plugging our show or our lounge,
no,
but
it's good.
but anyways, they say it's the same blend. Delicious cigar, and the Super Toro was my favorite size in that. Toro ring gauge, but a little bit longer. It smoked so good, it was under $10. I think 9 1/4. Phenomenal cigar. Very limited production, and so now I can't get any more. So I'm a little frustrated. I think I got one more left in the humidor. So
there you go.
yeah. So I don't know if I'll smoke it or not, but
I try to save 2 out of everything I buy. I save 2, and I've got a box that's just for me and my son.
Yep.
Special occasions.
Okay.
So
I like that.
Out of all of my favorites, I'll buy 2.
Yeah.
And then I'll put them in that box.
Yeah. Cool.
And keep them going.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, last one.
My
Top 5.
So my last one is my number 1 from this year,
Okay.
and it's the Foundation Ascom Maduro.
Okay.
So I'm not on the budget-friendly side.
No, that's not a cheap cigar.
But I had I've been chasing Nick to get an interview with him the past 3 years at PCA. Mm-hmm. And he
Nick, come on, give him the interview, man.
well,
What's your problem?
I finally got it this year.
Oh, good,
In New Orleans, and he remembered me trying to get interviews,
Yep.
and he hooked us up with a box of
Cool.
Ascoms.
Good.
And so I was able to share those with all of our cast members and,
Cool. Good.
and get
Good.
those. But
It's a
man,
wonderful
that cigar, It is a perfect burn. It is a perfect ash. It is a perfect flavor, consistent all the way through. Changes those notes right at those third marks. Man, he is producing some of the best cigars. Like especially, the Night Commander.
Oh, the
and
Night
the Sojourner.
Oh, gosh,
I'm saying that wrong, I'm sure.
Well, and then they came out with that 10-year anniversary this year too,
Yep.
and that's a delicious cigar as well.
Yep, and their packaging, their branding.
And I think that was a really good move for them to go over to my father's.
Yep.
It gives them a little bit more control over their
100%,
stuff. And
100%.
yeah, really good cigar.
100%.
And you're finishing up that Goliath right now.
I am. This Goliath is. I
yeah.
want to just put a toothpick in it and keep going.
All right, Dan, what's your last one, buddy?
Yeah, so it's hard, right? Because when you're trying to, all these cigars that you smoke throughout the year and you're trying to whittle them down. So,
Yeah, it is.
I have to throw in some honorable mentions in there. The Rocky Patel Emerald did come out this year. Fantastic.
That was a great cigar.
Yeah, it was a wonderful
All here.
cigar.
I got it honorable mention here.
Yeah.
Look at there you go. There you go.
And
Get out of my head.
there were just so many. The Devil Crab, I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, West Tampa. Yeah.
Because West Tampa is a great company. We
haven't had
had
that one.
several at PCA that were just fantastic cigars.
Natura.
New stuff.
There's a couple of those Natura cigars that are just killer, man.
Dude, right.
Yeah,
I think
we had an amazing
Didn't I tell
interview
you
with that
about
dude.
them?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Oh,
Dude.
man. That dude, salt of the earth,
Yeah,
man. And
love
if you
that
have
guy.
not smoked their first harvest, second harvest,
In my locker.
first harvest was my number one cigar last year. 224.
And not to sidetrack your conversation, after we went over there, because you pointed us over to him, and we're like, okay, and went over and talked to him. For me, his genuine heart and love for the industry, man, I was almost in tears after that interview, man. Love that dude,
They
man.
started
as
as vegetable farmers.
Yeah.
And now everything they grow, they are the highest elevated growing in the DR.
Yeah.
And Placencia advertises that they're the highest.
They're not.
At 4,500. They're at 5,500 feet. Or 5,000 or 52 or
whatever it is.
Yeah, they're higher elevated than Placencia.
And man, if you haven't checked out Natura, you need to.
And we will be doing an episode very soon on with our interview. We actually have that interview.
So what? Those are your honorable mentions.
Those
What's
are
your
my honorable
five?
mentions. My number 5 is actually a small boutique brand. They just started this year or last year. And there's a bunch of cigars made by this company. But there were 3.
He's going to steal one.
There were 3 brands. I don't think.
Sounds like you're stealing all of ours, because
I don't know
man.
if you smoked this one. And it's the Henry Dacius Double Euro. It is
Henry Dacius. Those guys are the coolest friggin' dudes ever,
they
man.
really are.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah.
When
They were there.
when he was giving us cigars at PCA, and he was asking us what we wanted to smoke, and he had one there that, buddy, it was as dark as they come, and he said, now I want to tell you this one, we call this our kick-ass cigar, and I said, that's the one I want right there, because I love a good strong cigar, and I'm here to tell you the thing about that cigar is whenever you hear somebody talk about it's a really strong cigar, you just expect a lot of pepper, right? Because it's like that black pepper, it's just got to hit you in the face. That one does not do that. It is pure tobacco, and it is dark, rich, very roasted, dark chocolate kind of thing going on there. And it was absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And we will be smoking it I'll be smoking mine on here soon.
Yeah. Okay. We need to do that episode here pretty quick.
We do.
We do. Yeah.
Well, where can you get those? Because now I want to try it.
We'll tell you in a minute.
We'll tell you in a minute off camera.
Oh,
we don't know. We have to look it back up.
Cigar quarters in Florida. Look them up online.
Okay. Yeah. A really small boutique company, but good guys, man. We sat and talked with them for an hour and a half at PCA at the very end, because they had one 8-foot table split between 3 guys.
Oh wow!
And he had that 1/3.
Oh,
and
wow.
we had been looking. We met him the very first night.
Yeah.
And at the opening thing outside. What was the Espinosa event thing outside?
With them oysters.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And so we met him there, and he's like, "Yeah, come find our booth. We'll do an interview." And we couldn't find him, and we looked all over that place, and literally we had packed all of our equipment away, and we're walking out to be done. And one of the guys came and found us, like, man, we've been looking for you. And we're like, we've been looking for you. And so we went over there with our cell phones and did our video there, because we had already walked like half a mile away and dropped our equipment off.
Me and Dan might have got a little tipsy.
Yeah, a little bit.
They kept serving us.
Yeah. But anyways, it was a great interview. Low quality video. Don't judge us on that when we put that interview out there. But just great guys, man. I'm glad you brought that in. That's a wonderful one.
Before I get my last one, I want to bring up a brand that I was just introduced to that I'm really starting to like, is that Karen Burger.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
That's been really good that I've tried so far.
That K by Karen Burger.
Have you had it?
You don't like it?
Well, that's not my favorite.
Yeah.
She is very sweet.
She is.
Like I like her branding too.
The ones I've had, boy, they hit you with that pepper.
So let's throw a little caveat in that though. The ones we've been smoking were provided by Lynn Turner, who we interviewed a couple weeks ago, and he got a whole bunch of aged ones that were 5, 6, 7 years old.
Okay.
And that's what we got over there in the humidor. And maybe it's the age that made them really good, because we've smoked the Connecticut, the Maduro, a couple of, and they were really, really good cigars.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a try
The
again.
last one we had was like you ever smoke a pipe?
Yeah.
You get that tongue bite off the beginning.
Yep.
That's how it hits you, the pepper right there, that tongue bite for that first third, but then it kind of really mellowed out. It's got smooth.
Yeah. Well, cool.
I'll tell you an honorable mention before you give your last one.
Well, and he hasn't even given his last one.
Go ahead. No, hey, I'm needed.
No, you're good. No, give that honorable mention before he jumps in.
Well, I was going to say, have you guys had anything from Nova?
Oh, yeah. What was the one? Because they were at Smokelahoma.
Yeah,
Turquoise.
Leo is just amazing.
Yeah.
And especially being a woman in the industry, you bring up Karen Berger. I'm sure being a woman in this industry is very difficult.
Absolutely.
I couldn't imagine, because I'm not a woman, obviously.
Right.
Not today.
Clearly.
Yeah, for sure.
You'd be the bearded one.
That's my circus life. But I haven't had a bad Nova, period.
Yeah.
Everything. And
they're solid.
But the way she does it is all her tobacco is over-aged. So some of that stuff's 10-year aged before it's even rolled.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But she's got some phenomenal cigars.
Yeah.
So if you haven't tried Nova, give them a chance.
Yeah. All right. What's your 5?
Kind of goes along with him. The same group of guys that we're talking about. This was the Hannibal Barca.
Yeah.
Oh,
the one that had
the one that had the tea leaf in it.
I hated that one.
Yeah. So had black tea leaves in the cigar, rolled in the cigar.
And it sounds
terrible.
It
sounds terrible.
I mean,
but
you dip it in water while you...
Yeah.
No, but dude, I'm telling you, it was good.
It has African tobacco too.
It was all African.
And unique. You will never smoke cigar like
had some burl in it too. And dude, it was.
tobacco.
You can see it on the foot.
I love
you can
African
see
tobacco.
that. You can see that in the foot, even that black tea leaf in there, and it was so freaking good.
was really
That's like the Don Lino Africa used to be one of my top 6.
Yep.
4-leaf cigar.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
That's a great one to bring up on the list. I'm going to go in a completely different direction, and you guys know I don't smoke a lot of light cigars, but this year I was really impressed with the Room 101 Johnny Tobacco Knot, that Connecticut. A lot of guys, Matt Booth, man, Boothy. We got a great relationship with Booth at 2nd Street. Him and Clyde are close. But there's been a lot of really good Connecticut's come out this year. That Ami Garcia, a few of the other ones, but that Johnny Tobacco Knot really just knocked it out of the park, and really enjoyed smoking a few of those. So
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't have any honorable mentions. I didn't want to throw anything out there more than that, but I will say probably the best cigar I've ever smoked in my life. I smoked this last year down at Ho Chi Town. It was an Arturo Fuente 858 Sun-Grown that was about 8 years old.
How could you not like Sun-Grown?
And it had aged to perfection, was unbelievably delicious.
Nice.
I've been thinking about grabbing a couple boxes of those Sun-Growns and setting them in the back of the humidor and not touching them for 6, 7, 8 years, just to see if I can get that back, because I smoked that whole whole box already. So,
Especially for that.
because I smoked one, I'm like, oh my God, this aged so good. I'm handing it out to buddies, and then I'm like, crap, I just gave away all these great
The
cigars.
price point on that cigar
Is
amazing.
10 to 12 bucks, depending
Yeah.
on where you are.
And then, so that's kind of like the ring gauge. What is it, 50 or 48? Something like
Yeah,
it's
it's like a
smaller
50.
ring.
Yeah, it's
so
really small.
The 48 to 50 is kind of my sweet spot.
Yep.
Petite Lancero is my
Yep.
favorite size.
Yep.
So that's like the skinny
that
monsters.
signature in the Hemingway, love that.
Just
Yeah.
for flavor, if you want the best flavor profile, in my opinion, for a cigar, you're going to hit a Lancero.
Well, it's the connoisseur cigar, right? Because you get that ratio, that better ratio of filler to binder to
Yep,
wrapper.
that's right.
Which is why that walking stick, I think, is one of my favorite cigars.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because of that Lancero size. So, cool. What are your top 5 favorite cigars? Throw them down there, what you smoked in 2025. We'd love to hear from you. Maybe you'll put something out there that we haven't smoked yet, and we can go and find us a new cigar.
Yeah, and don't forget to go check out
Sips and
Suds and Smokes.
Suds and Smokes. There you go. That's 3.
So our best of 2025 released in December, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's been out for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely.
But go check it out, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, if you like what you see, enjoy our videos
Great.
from week to week.
Tickle the butt. I'm tickling, man. I'm tickling.
Coochie
I'm tickling. We're all tickling now.
Subscribe, and since they really want to tickle, you'll be notified of new videos.
God, we got to come out with a better one, man. We've been saying that for 2 years.
Yeah.
It's a signature.
2026 is going to be the year that we figure out the new, ring the bell,
No,
smoke the bell.
Just start playing You Can
Yeah.
Ring My
I
Bell.
have a t-shirt line coming out. What are you talking about? I have a Tickle the Bell t-shirt line coming out.
Wow.
There you go.
Hey, man. Do
Trademarked,
you, man.
right?
Do you.
That's right.
Yeah.
And as always, you can per request, send them to contact Cigar Church at gmail.com or stevecigarchurch at gmail.com.
And come see us in Oklahoma City at Cigar Church Members Lounge. We'll let you in. You don't have to be a member. We'll let you in and show off the place.
Or you can head to Nashville to see.
Head to Nashville. See our man Michael
Yep,
over there.
Head to Nashville.
Dude, let's get over there this year.
Yeah.
2026 is the year we're going to go see Michael at his
Let's
home.
go. We'll go hit up Smokers Abbey.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And hang out with Stump.
Yeah,
It'll be a good time.
that'll be a great time. As always, guys, smoke a fine cigar to the glory of God. We'll see you next week.